Hi, my name is Christina. I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I am bringing you Bone to Pick by T.A. Moore, published by Dreamspinner Press. This book is kind of a psycho thriller. We have to get inside the mind of a kidnapper. So, warning, this book does congregate kind of around kidnapping, bad things happening to kids, and a little horrific event from the past. Cloister Witte is a canine officer for the San Diego County Sheriff's Department. He has really no ambition to move up in the world, to ever be like captain, the one in charge. He is happy, him and the dog. That's all he wants, that's all he needs. This is the job for him. Cloister Witte comes from a really horrible past. He comes from a place where nobody really just gave a shit about him. So all he cares about is him, his dog, done. Everything else is superficial and has no meaning for him. There is this retreat that used to be kind of like this hippie place that nicely grew some homegrown herbs, if you catch my drift. Now it's kind of a place for the wealthy to go. We do yoga and crafts, and people kind of camp out, and it's still sort of hippie-ish with flair. One of the families there calls in their child who is missing. His name is Drew. And so Cloister and his canine are called out to kind of track the kid. And through this is how we meet Agent Javi Merlo. Javi is ambitious. He's working his way up the ladder. He has things to lose. This is the big case for him if he can figure out what happened to this child. Javi is kind of a complicated individual. He really has a stick kind of shoved up his bum, and nobody knows why. He's very part of me wants to say conceited, but we see some of those walls break down throughout the story. But I just want to say a huge ego. A lot of it as him trying to walk the ladder, seeing this as the case. But a part of it too, I think, has to deal with maybe some past issues. Maybe he's just an ass. We have Deputy Witte and Agent Merlo now are kind of working as a team, and they think that maybe the kid has just run away, is kind of lost, and they think this is going to be an easy find, open close, until we find some evidence and until we get forensics back. Then things start to look a little sketchy. And Deputy Witte, not really having any friends, definitely no family around, has spent some time looking into cold cases. And things start to look familiar. And he's starting to make connections. And when he takes his theories to Agent Merlo, he's willing to listen for a price. And I'm not talking monetary compensation here. I'm talking, how you doing? So now not only do you have competition with just, I want to find the kid, you have sexual tension that we've added into this whole debacle of what's going on, along with layer upon layer of evidence, findings, the past, everything that's going on. Javi has a close connection to the child that's missing. He is really close to this family. For him, it's not only a career bump, but it's very personal for him on the child that's missing, the family that the child belongs to, and how he relates to them. For Deputy Witte, it's very personal due to his past. Anybody that goes missing, he takes personally. And if he can't find, that's a personal debt to him. He feels like he owes the world more each time. So as they continue to dig into the past, more horrible revelations come to the surface. Bone to Pick does a really good job of just kind of sucking you in, meeting Witte and Merlo and the side characters that come along, and stepping into this family and seeing how they're working with having a child missing. And this other child, his big brother, who feels like everything is his fault. I loved the story. I loved the plot. I liked the characters. And I love the dog. T.A. Moore does a really good job of kind of breaking down the barriers and getting your mindset into who is the bad guy. Who could the bad guy be? Let's point fingers at everybody, but let's kind of step back and look at it. I am giving Bone to Pick by T.A. Moore 4 stars. The downgrade is because I'm assuming this is a standalone. I don't see anything where it tells me there's a series, and I feel like we're missing some great character development within this story. I don't feel like we know one of the characters that well at all, to understand them as a person. And while the other character, we kind of get this really good background. We understand why they are who they are. And that just, to me, if it's a series, I get that. I can accept that. But I don't see anywhere where this says this is book one of whatever. So I think that T.A. Moore missed an opportunity to really build a character if this is truly a standalone. Other than that, I like the thriller part of it, I like the psych part of it, I liked getting into the mind of the bad guy, I liked seeing Deputy White and Agent Merlo kind of say, okay, we don't do relationships, but we can totally be fuck buddies. And they are. And then watching them also have to work side by side and how they kind of get this relationship that's very, very bumpy at the beginning to kind of, and I don't want to say it smooths out, but it goes from being like your shocks on your truck are broken to you're just kind of on this gravel road enjoying your day. So what I am going to do for you is I'm going to leave the Dream Spinner and Amazon links down below so you can click them and be on your way to goodness. If you've enjoyed this review, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try to get stuff out every Monday through Thursday, but I generally never know what time. And that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave my Facebook page and my Twitter. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read, you request via website. Bone to Pick by T.A. Moore, published by Dream Spinner Press, 4 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you Fishy Riot by Lindsay Black, published by Dream Spinner Press. This book is already out, so if you enjoy my review, I am leaving the links to Dream Spinner and Amazon down below so you can kind of skedaddle off and get it. I have to say, I absolutely adored the story. Like, coming from a big family, I got a lot of the little perks to having a big family.